Hello future makers, welcome to TeacherPreneur. Nothing in this universe can stop you from letting go and starting over. If you've already decided to let go of your previous job and start a new one, congratulations, because not everyone has the courage to take such bold decisions. Talking about your previous job, whether you had a good experience with them or not, it's really professional if you leave the job after submitting your resignation letter. In today's video, TeacherPreneur is here to tell you how to write a resignation letter while leaving your previous teaching job. What are the tips that you should keep in mind so that your resignation letter seems to be professional? And at the end of the video, we will also show you a sample resignation letter and tell you step by step all the things that you have to keep in mind while crafting your resignation letter. Now, without wasting any time, let's get started. Firstly, what is a resignation letter? A resignation letter is a document that notifies your employer that you are now leaving the organization. It formalizes your departure from the current job in a professional way. Now that you know what is a resignation letter, let's move on to why writing a resignation letter is so important. A well-crafted resignation letter shows that you are professional and authentic to the organization. It also keeps your reputation intact in the organization. Now that you know what is a resignation letter and why is it important, let's move on to the tips about how to write a resignation letter. Always start with your name, address and date at the right hand top corner of the letter. Next, customize your greeting according to the person that you are submitting to. If it's only one person, you could just write respected sir or ma'am. But if you're giving it to a department, then make sure you mention the name of the department right over here. Do not generalize the greeting, but please give respect. Or you could write to the HR team. Next comes the subject line. Make sure your subject line is clear and concise. Our next tip is to mention the exact dates from which you are leaving the organization. Do not just say from the month of February, I wish to leave this job. This is very vague. Mention the exact date in the month of February that you're supposed to leave. If you've already got the date of joining in the new organization, you could mention that over here so that your current employer also knows how much time he or she has to deal with you. A bonus tip over here is that if you have to serve a notice period, do mention the dates of the notice period as well. So you could write, sir, I would be resigning in January, and as the agreement says, I will offer a notice period of February and March, which is 2 months, and hence from 1st April, I will no longer be coming to this organization for this job. Now that you've come to the actual matter, you have to give a reason why you are resigning from the organization. Some common reasons for resigning could be pregnancy, marriage, health reasons, family reasons, or the current position is not the right fit for me. A bonus tip over here is that no matter how much you have the urge to write about your bad experience with the company, do not mention anything ugly over here. This is a resignation letter and not a complaint letter. Even if you've had bad experiences with the organization, you have to be subtle and very professional while you're submitting the resignation letter. You have to remember that this is a written document or a printed document that will be with them forever. So respect this and write it accordingly. I would always suggest that you write the resignation letter in Times New Roman font, and the ideal size could be 12 to 14. You do not have to go over the board or below this for the size. Always keep a border to the resignation letter. It makes it look professional. Keep the title resignation letter in bold and underline it so that everybody knows what is this. Everything in the resignation letter should be perfectly aligned. Some things could be right aligned, center aligned, but most of the things are left aligned. So you have to manage accordingly. The spacing in the resignation letter should be appropriate. I have seen some people put a lot of spaces in the middle so that the page looks filled. It is not important for the page to look filled. It is important for your resignation letter to look professional. Always double check your resignation letter and do proofread the whole letter twice before submitting, because this will avoid any grammatical errors or spelling mistakes that you might have made in the letter. At the end of the resignation letter, end it with gratitude and पॉजिटिविटी। याद रखिए कि ये रेजिग्नेशन लेटर देने के बाद आप शायद इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के किसी इंसान से कभी मिले ही ना, तो जब भी आप किसी चीज को छोड़ रहे हो तो उसको अच्छे नोट पे छोड़िए एंड मेक एवरीथिंग प्रॉपर एंड हैप्पी। Always thank your employer for giving you this opportunity in the organization, because the job that you are leaving is also a dream for many other teachers. The next tip that I would like to give you is to offer transition. अगर आपके agreement में कोई notice period ना भी हो, then too if you have good relations with the organization and if you're willing to do so, you could say, even though I'm leaving the organization, I'm okay with serving 2 more weeks until you get someone in this place. Alternatively, if teachers are leaving due to pregnancy or marriage or such personal reasons, they also offer setting up the question papers or checking the answer sheets in advance to the organization. If you also wish to say anything of this sort, you could mention it in your resignation letter, and this will leave a lasting impression of yours on the organization. But also remember to keep your promises. Don't just mention it because I've said so or because it looks good. You have to be by your words. We always get this question whether the resignation letter should be handwritten or a printed one. I would always suggest go for a printed letter, but fill in your personal details with pen while you are submitting the letter. Within a few minutes, when you see a sample resignation letter, you'll get an idea. Lastly, I would always suggest कि आप खुद जाकर ये resignation letter दें, ना कि किसी और के हाथों भिजवाएं. What I meant is, own your resignation and do not be ashamed to do this. It's okay. People move on from jobs, and if you want to leave a job, you're not doing a crime. So this is the sample resignation letter that we wanted to show you. The whole document is clean and neat and perfectly aligned. It has a border. In the top center, we've written resignation letter in bold and also underlined this. In the right hand corner, we have given details about address and date. You have to write this with a pen if you submit it in person. Next comes the annotation on the left side. Respected sir or ma'am. Coming to the subject, notice of resignation. If you wish, you could mention the date over here. I am writing this to inform you of my intention to resign from my job as a name of the position at name of the organization. Please accept this letter of notice as my formal sign of resignation effective from date. I recently received an offer from another organization where I can further pursue my career goals. The career opportunities available in that organization perfectly align with my goals and vision. You have my full commitment and cooperation for a smooth transition of the responsibilities. Please let me know if you need any further assistance. I am grateful for this opportunity to work with the organization. I wish you and all my colleagues all the best, and I look forward to staying in touch with you. I am really going to miss this workplace. Thanking you, yours sincerely, name and signature. These things have to be left aligned. This is our idea of how a resignation letter should look like. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. You are now all set for your new job after submitting your resignation letter. Cheers to the new beginnings and all the very best for your future endeavors. If you like today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us why are you resigning from your current job. Share this video with your teacher friends and family, and subscribe to TeacherPreneur and press that bell icon to be a part of the Future Makers family. See you soon.